Dylan Jovine believes an 85 trillion economic megashift has already begun, and one little-known company is at the center of it. He calls it the last retirement stock, and it could provide us with a lifetime of income. We reveal its name and ticker symbol in this teaser review for free. Now, Dylan's teaser centers around one thing called Data Center Alley, and it's not what you may think. Now, you may have heard of something called a square mile. It's 1.1 square miles, and it's a site of the London Stock Exchange and the Bank of England, making it one of the wealthiest places on earth. Well, one place called Loudoun County in the United States tops it. And that's because the area is responsible for 70% of the world's internet traffic. It sees, on average, 5 times more economic activity run through it than the entire GDP of the UK. And this is important because artificial intelligence relies on data and one more critical property, energy. That's right, nothing moves without energy. And AI is the single biggest energy consuming technology in human history, which creates an opportunity for us as investors. As the need for energy exponentially expands, one company with control of over 5 billion kilowatt hours of electricity will become more and more important. Now, Dylan has compiled a special report that details why he chose this stock and includes its revenue, buy-up to price, and more. And it's called the last retirement stock, AI income for life. There's only one way to get our hands on it, and it's with a subscription to his flagship newsletter, Behind the Markets. That costs $49 upfront for the first year. Now, if AI needs more energy, which it does, then the answer is moving more oil, which generates more electricity. Dylan's pick has the capability to do this by acting as a toll booth through which all oil must pass to get to market. And we can collect a payment for every single drop that moves across the country. And he says it's already generating over 500,000, it's no typo, of income for a select group of insiders every 90 days. Well, let's find out exactly what it is. Now, fortunately, Dylan blessed us with a few clues throughout the teaser, which we've organized over on Stock Exposure. And they are as follows. This company is not a driller or a refiner, it's a pipeline owner. Now, the company is also structured as an MLP, a master limited partnership, that distributes 90% of its profits back to its owners. And finally, it's also made one of its executives a multi-billionaire, thanks to the value of the units that he owns in partnership. What is Dylan's last retirement stock? Well, the last clue was the clincher, and it's Energy Transfer LP. And that's ET, not alien, stock symbol on the NYSE. And here's why we are so sure. ET owns a pipeline network spanning 44 states, and it's exclusively engaged in the transport, storage, and terminaling of natural gas and crude. Now, it's a publicly traded partnership, as Dylan outlines, that maintains a 90% payout as per regulatory standards. And finally, ET's co-founder and current CEO, Kelsey Warren, is worth cool $7 billion thanks to the value of his nearly 9% stake in ET. So the next question is, can it really return 2,000% in just the next 12 to 24 months? Now, the catalyst behind Dylan's forecast is booming energy demand, data centers, on power plants, of course, from AI. And he is right on the money about this. Now, this is a long-term theme, however, and it will pay dividends. But is ET stock about to blast off over the short to midterm? Now, if we dig into its financials a bit, we'll see that the pipeline operator has already received requests for connections to more than 90 power plants and data centers that total 16 billion cubic feet per day of new natural gas demand. Now, it's not going to get all of that demand, as it does have plenty of competition from other pipeline operators. But ET's pipelines are located just a couple miles from where some of the new power plants and data centers that are coming online are located. This ensures that it will get at least its fair quota of this new business. Now, tellingly, ET transported record volume of crude in Q3 in its latest fiscal quarter. So Dylan's catalysts, as we can see, are already in motion here. And from a fundamental standpoint, ET's 15% return on equity, 5% return on assets, it is solid for a capital-intensive pipeline business. The only knock really on ET is its debt load, but free cash flow is growing several times more than debt, up 300% since 2020 in the last nearly 5 years now. And its net interest expense has been falling. All good signs. Now, the valuation of ET at a forward PE of under 10, price in the book of less than 2 is cheap by any standard, and it is a solid bet on the energy boom we are evidently heading into. So while I don't see ET becoming a $1 trillion business anytime soon, definitely not over the short term, maybe not even over the midterm, which is what a 200 or a 2,000% gain implies, it is a solid multi-bagger, in my humble opinion. So just to quickly recap everything we just went over in the tier review here, Dylan said a last retirement stock is at the center of an 85 trillion economic shift that is already underway. Now, this mega shift has been brought on by the single biggest energy consuming technology in history, AI, and one company is at the epicenter of it. Now, Dylan, he's compiled a special report called The Last Retirement Stock AI Income for Life, which reveals this company's name and ticker, and it can be ours for just $49 upfront for the first year. Fortunately, though, if you watched this teaser review till the end, you can skip the payment altogether, as we were able to reveal the last retirement stock for free as Energy Transfer LP, ET, the ticker symbol, not the alien, on the NYSE. And ET, it's a well-positioned pipeline business. It's throwing off cash. It's returning capital to owners at a rate of 8% per year. And it's certainly poised for above average growth going forward. So if you got any value out of this video whatsoever, hit the like and subscribe buttons and let us know down in the comments how much you think ET will grow over the next decade. Until next time.